welcome back to BCG Geeks, episode 21, The Legal Drinking Age. I have my beer over there. I'll get it in 1 second. That being said, I'm your co-host, Bobby Behar, and with me is...
Jason Elliott, and I've already had a beer.
We have mics now.
Yeah.
What?
Looking like newscasters, professional newscasters.
We actually look professional. We have the lighting, we have the mics.
Hey, what do we got next?
Moving on up. Alright, so, Compalooza is coming up soon.
Next week.
By the time I get this up, hopefully it'll be Sunday, 7 days away. So we have a ton of
material.
Guests. We have a ton of guests coming to Compalooza. Charlie Cox, Jessica Ritter, Tom Holland.
Yes,
it was announced.
LeVar Burton, Jimmy Walker.
It's reading Rainbow. Chewbacca.
Peter Mayhew.
Just got announced recently. It's going to be a good Compalooza.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but the thing is, tell them the good news.
We're going to be there.
What? Yep.
We are going to be covering, we'll be there, we're still trying to figure out the hours we'll be there. We'll be there all weekend, but we actually have a booth with the Compalooza podcast group. So, when we find out the times, we'll let you know and come by and say hi. Get on camera.
Yeah.
We'll
talk about some shit.
Yeah, we'll go live. We'll go live. I'll get an adapter for my phone because Apple felt the need to mess with the jacks. But we'll go live and we'll probably do some pre-recorded stuff. So
it's exciting. We can't wait.
We're stoked. As evidenced by the fact that I actually forgot about it because I'm so busy trying to remember that we're going to be at Compalooza. All right, so let's make this a quick podcast. Real quick, I'm gonna grab my beer. When you turn 21, it's important to have a beer, and this is Karbach.
And that's where I was before we even started. I just got through talking to a lady who likes to talk about sex at Karbach Brewery.
There you go.
So, Karbach all around.
Because nothing bad ever happens when alcohol and sex get involved.
Exactly.
All right. So, news. We have Bullseye being cast in Daredevil Season 3. Wilson Bethel?
Yeah, he has the look of a soap opera actor. He was on Young and the Restless.
Generation Kill and Inherent Vice. It has been rumored that he'll be Bullseye, which, do you think they'll kill Karen Page?
Possibly, or maybe they could save it till season 3 because season 4 because they're doing the Born Again storyline. So, the thing is, will Karen Page really, go and, sell out Daredevil's identity? Will she become a porn star?
Heroin addicted porn star?
Yeah, so the thing is...
They just put her through the ringer.
Yeah, and the thing is, we'll see. We'll see what they do with it, but, I'm excited. Daredevil, he's been a character that I've really come to love, since the Marvel Knights. They really messed him up. Yeah.
When Kevin Smith took over, and then Bendis...
Oh, yes. And then even Bob Gale before that. Bob Gale, screenwriter of Back to the Future, had a crack at him, too.
That's right. The Frank Miller run was iconic, but for me, it
was kind of... But the thing is, Frank Miller's run, I don't think was that long.
It wasn't, but in, I think it was, maybe...
2 years?
2 years.
Yeah. Bendis.
Made him Catholic, gave him that Catholic guilt, which Kevin Smith and Bendis both really harped on. For those of you who are Catholic, Catholic guilt is a very real thing.
Mm-hmm. And really, I think Bendis did the definitive run. Miller did the iconic run. And Mark Waid...
You know what? I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, and Mark Waid is doing some good stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
And Charles Soule is really picking up the slack on that run, too.
Speaking of which, Mark Waid is jumping on Doctor Strange. That's who he's jumping on.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that. All right, so let's see here. Bill and Ted 3 has an official title. It's Bill and Ted Face the Music. I dig it.
Yes, and I cannot wait. I've loved Bill and Ted since I first saw it when I was in the 3rd grade. I don't know what's taking so long with the sequel, considering that Keanu Reeves could have done anything, in his Matrix fame.
It's true.
And that could have been, I think I'm just hoping that this sequel is not, one that's too late. We had the Blade Runner sequel come out. It was excellent. It was an excellent movie, mismarketed.
Right.
But the thing is, You know what? I think they should have done it like in the early 2000s when, fans were kind of
yeah.
picking it back up and, they had the director's cuts and people were, debating over which cut is the real cut. And, Ridley Scott came out and said, which one's the real cut. I think you should have done it in the 2000s. But, nonetheless, great movie.
There are certain movies where you kind of have to strike while the iron is hot.
Yes. And I think Bill and Ted was one of those movies. Because after the first one hit, 2 years later, Bogus Journey came.
Mm-hmm.
And, so they did strike while the iron was hot. And that one was actually a good movie. I mean, I watched it recently about a year ago. And it's a very good movie. It takes, a hard left.
Yeah.
Because Bill and Ted, the first one, didn't have a villain. If you really think about it.
It didn't.
If you really think about it, the history report was the overarching villain.
True.
Because they had to pass it. That was the obstacle.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, they didn't have, a villain. This one has a villain. I mean, in very real circumstances.
Death.
Yeah.
It was death and they went to hell. So Bill and Ted Face the Music. Can't wait. Captain Marvel has cast Annette Bening in an unyet named role. People are saying it's either a Kree scientist or her mom. Maybe both.
And we just got word that Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, will be getting her own film. She's probably going to appear in Captain Marvel. She's probably going to, maybe like a one-off,
right.
Somebody's going to call her name, or we're going to see her in class, staring in awe,
Very true.
at Miss Marvel. So, hey, I'm excited about that. Now you got the black superhero, you got the Muslim superhero. I mean, coming our way.
Yeah. And then we have
Eternals.
The Miles Morales.
Oh,
Spider-Man, the animated one coming out, what?
December.
Is it December this year?
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see. Kate Walsh joins Netflix's The Umbrella Academy. I never read it, but I've heard amazing things about it.
Yeah, Gerard Way is a very, very, very good comic book writer.
He really is. His Deadpool was really good. Let's see here. We have Making Fun, the story of Funko documentary coming out this month on Netflix. That should be fun. I love...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love Funko.
Funko has really, really blown up.
Oh yeah, they have.
I mean, I went to Bedrock today to pick up my weekly list, and the thing is, they got a new Funko. So they had more WWE. They even had Riverdale. They had Motley Crue Funko.
Right, they have Riverdale? Awesome.
Yeah, they got Riverdale. Yeah,
getting more Riverdale.
And I don't know if you're a Motley Crue fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had Tommy Lee, Vince Neil, and I think Nikki Sixx.
I'd get Tommy Lee.
Yeah, me too.
Because Motley Crue has one of my favorite openings to a song with Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah,
that drum is just.
And the Ultimate Stripper song and Girls, Girls, Girls. And I mean, I think I'm gonna get Tommy Lee for a friend of mine.
Yeah,
because he's always hooking me up with concert tickets and shit.
No, I've got my Funko Pops packed away right now because I'm still making room in here. But I mean, my Funko Pop collection is insane.
Mine is not too insane. I kind of pick and choose because
I need to get the Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
Yes, you do.
Still, I do need to get those. Let's see here. Comic book news real quick. DC killed off Fred and Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about that. I mean, every time I think about Fred from Scooby-Doo, I hear Frank Welker's voice in my head. And for those of you who don't know, Frank Welker, Megatron on Transformers.
Yeah.
Killing him off, and then I think he's brought. Are they gonna bring him back as a ghost?
I think he's a ghost.
Yeah.
I think because he's kind of haunting Daphne.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want him to. She didn't want to do any of this.
Yeah.
Or something like that. The Apocalypse series has actually been pretty good. I jumped off it early on because of money reasons.
Flintstones was good.
Flintstones was amazing. I loved that book. I have the entire 12-issue run.
Oh, it's just a limited run?
Yeah, it was only a limited run.
Okay.
The way it ended was really poignant. Let's see, Deadpool 2, which I will be seeing opening night. Apparently, an A-list cameo has been revealed. Spoilers.
I've heard it's a certain guy who was in Inglourious Basterds. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. And married Angelina Jolie.
Well, he just gave it away right there.
Right? Shit, who was she married to originally? Billy Thornton. There we go.
And then Johnny Miller.
There we go.
Before that, who's Sherlock.
Right. That's right. I forgot about that. Red Dead Redemption 2 gets new gameplay details. I saw the trailer. I wanted to be Marston, but I'll run with this.
It's a prequel to his time because
true.
But you know what? From Rockstar, I don't expect anything less. You know, them and Blizzard, they have this philosophy: the game will be done when it's done.
And I applaud that.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I don't know too many gaming companies that aren't slaves to, okay, we got to hit this holiday rush.
Right.
Oh, hey, we got to get it out in this time. You know, and that's why Blizzard and Rockstar sell as much as they do. You never hear about them laying people off.
Mm-mm.
You know, and
you never hear problems with like you do with EA.
Yeah, exactly. Or, you know, Activision.
Yes.
You know, because the thing is, come on, guys. I mean, I think we've had a Call of Duty fatigue. I mean, I kind of have. Have you?
No, I have not hit Call of Duty fatigue.
Really?
No.
Huh. I kind of have. I just want to see the series come back, you know, fresh.
Well,
you know, you take a year off.
With the World War II.
That one was actually...
That was really good and had a great storyline.
Yeah, it did. But the thing is, I just think, you know, for the sake of... I love Call of Duty because, like, it came out at a time where Medal of Honor had reached its peak with Allied Assault.
True.
And it was 2002, and, you know, it was such a refreshing take on World War II. Gameplay was great and everything, graphics great. And then somewhere along the lines, like in the mid-2000s, it just said, well, hey, we got to have one of these every year.
And it went too futuristic, and then
it came back to basics with the World War II
which was amazing
last year.
But now, not Black Ops.
Yeah, there's a Black Ops coming in, I think, October.
Which one is it? That
4.
Black Ops 4
from Treyarch.
Yeah, will only be online.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Which I don't like. I don't like.
It's rumored. Have they come out and confirmed it?
Not yet. Wait, but E3 is coming up, so
in June. Yeah.
So we'll see what they say. Now, speaking of E3, Sony's president did say that we would not see any hardware, so no PS5 just yet.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wondering what they're going to do with the PS5. Will this, you know, be the system since the PS2 that has had backwards compatibility?
It better. I don't understand not having backwards capability. Xbox has it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not really on their system. It's like a little Xbox Live type of thing, or something you have to sign up to the internet for. And do you have to pay for that? I mean, I'm not really.
I don't know. I'm a Sony guy.
Yeah, me too.
But the thing that sucks is I have so many PS3 games that if my PS3 goes out, which is kind of starting to do that, which is not making me happy, I'm just gonna sell them all. I mean, what do you want me to do? Like.
Yeah. Or you can just buy yourself another system. But then that's kind of
counterproductive because if PS5 is coming out, well, then I'll just sell all my PS3 games. You know, put my PS4 up and.
I'll probably get a PS5.
Oh, I would.
But a major sticking point for a lot of people would be that backwards compatibility, and Sony's always shied away from it. Oh, you know, I don't think that's something that the fans want. Yes, they do.
The fans want it.
Yes, they do.
Damn it, the fans want it.
Please, Sony.
Come on now. Let's see here. The Power Rangers 25th anniversary has been announced. The entire series plus the movie.
I think it's going to be seasons 1 through 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean.
Well, the original Power Rangers. There we go.
Yeah, the ones with Tommy Oliver, Jason, and
exactly.
So the thing is, it's going to have both movies. Turbo. Was this the first movie or just Turbo?
First one.
Okay. Yeah.
With Ivan Ooze.
Yes, Paul Freeman from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I love dudes. All right, so let's see here. The Russo brothers said where Thanos went to at the end of Infinity War, it was not the Soul Gem, it was just home. Like, he just goes away. Because they call him like a holy warrior. Once his war is done, he's done fighting.
Yeah. He can rest easy. And the thing is, if any of you have read the Infinity War, you know that last panel where he gets defeated and he's just looking out. You know, and it mirrors that. Mm-hmm. You know, but except in this one, he's won. He's won.
Well, and the other thing is there are a lot of theories going on about Avengers 4, and the fact that it's going to mess with the MCU continuity. They've got to go back in time and take the gems. Like, you'll have like different teams, and apparently Captain America will have a large story arc. Apparently, one of the rumors, and this is just a rumor, is that he's going to go back in time, kind of mess with things a bit to where Mjolnir isn't destroyed. He picks it up to give everyone time to run, and he gets killed by Thanos.
Thus leaving it open for Bucky or Sam to take up the mantle.
Exactly. I'm going to call Bucky.
Well, maybe he can bring Peggy Carter back into the in present day, and then she can, revive her show.
That'd be great. All right, so we got, let's see here. Oh, The Predator by Shane Black. We saw the trailer for that. I dug it.
I dug it too. I mean, they made the Predator a hero in the Alien vs. Predators movies, which I have no problem with, But now we're getting back to that sinister Predator we got in the first one and the second one.
He is a predator. Literally, that is his name, the Predator.
Yeah, I mean,
he shouldn't be a good guy. He hunts. Now, granted, going against an alien, of course he's going to be seen as the good guy, but still, shit. No.
Yeah, I mean, you got Keegan-Michael Key in it. I mean,
Boyd Holbrook.
From Logan.
Logan, yeah. And also
Olivia Munn, who was Psylocke.
Yeah. You have a few X-Men characters in there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's September? August or September?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
September 14th. There we go.
And it also looks to be very scary.
Yeah, he's going back to his original, because Shane Black wrote
the first one.
So, let's see here. Rick and Morty has been renewed for 70 more episodes.
Now fans can get more crazy obsessed with Senchon sauce.
The problem is that's 7 years.
Yeah.
Or if they do like 20 episodes. No, it's usually about 10 per year. So that's 7 episodes. Let's just say 5 to 7 years. 5 to 7 years.
Hey, I mean...
Now, can
they sustain?
Can they keep themselves going? Because Dan Harmon has done 6 years on Community.
Yeah.
Can he do 10 altogether? And that...
We'll see.
We'll see.
I think he can.
I hope he can. Let's see. Once again, comic book prices are going up.
And DC has announced that their comics are going to what, $3.99?
$3.99. They drew the line at $2.99 a few years ago and stepped over it to $3.99.
Well, you know what? Maybe comic book sales are down and they just don't want to come out and say it.
Pretty much. Even though comic books have been, I think, amazing lately, but they're expensive.
I mean, and to me, DC's comics have been very good.
Yeah.
And you know, I love me some Green Lantern, right?
I get it.
I mean, Green Lantern's been awesome. Batman has been awesome. Yeah,
Superman.
Batman and White. Yeah, Superman. I mean, this is probably...
All right, so we'll save a lot of this stuff for Comicpalooza, but TV shows, renewals, and cancellations. The big renewals were Gotham and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Now, with Gotham, this will be the final season.
Yes.
So it will deal with him becoming Batman.
They're gonna have to.
Well, and the thing is, I was telling you on Facebook, there may be a time jump, maybe.
And I said I called that when it first came out. It would go 5 years, and in the 5th year, it would have to do a time jump.
Yeah. So I mean, but the thing is, hey, Angel ended in his 5th season.
It did. Angel, Chuck. I mean, you have shows that end on the 5th season. S.H.I.E.L.D. is coming back for a shortened season. It's going to be premiering after Avengers 4 in the summer.
2019. And to me, a series like that doesn't need 22 to 24 episodes.
No.
It really... And this is why cable is really setting a standard. Because they have shorter seasons, therefore you don't have a lot of filler. And you can tell the story you want and make tighter stories.
And I think they need to do that. S.H.I.E.L.D. has been great. Each year has gotten better.
Yeah.
Just like Gotham.
Yeah.
Each year has gotten better. The first year was really rough. And the fans saved it. Now, speaking of the fan-saving shows, Brooklyn Nine-Nine got picked up after Fox stupidly canceled it.
By NBC.
Good job, NBC. And Lucifer, which has been a favorite of mine since we started this damn thing. Fox canceled it now.
And there's a petition going around. It has 160,000 signatures.
It's been the number one trending topic on Twitter for the past, since it got canceled. BBC News actually interviewed, what's his name, Tom Ellis?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucifer himself, because of the petition. There have been a lot of rumors going around. Netflix is looking into it. The DC streaming site might pick it up. So, we'll see about that. All I know is that the way that season 4 ended,
you gotta continue.
You have to.
There has to be a payoff.
There's no way that they can't do it. Did you watch the finale?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
But I read a little review of it, and it sounded like it was fucking awesome.
The way it ended literally was Lucifer looking over Kane, and his devil face was slowly coming back, and when the detective walked in, he turned around and he had his full-on devil face, And she saw it and she goes, "You really are the devil," and it cut. I'm like, damn it! How dare you? Now Fox said that they canceled because of ratings and the NFL going to Fox next year, and they're going to have 30 hours devoted to it. But they pick up Last Man Standing. What the shit?
Well, let me tell you something about Fox, and you know this too. Fox has they've had a lot of series that had a potential to be hits, and they've canceled a lot of them. They've canceled so many shows, and I have never seen a network that has had so little faith in shows other than Fox. I mean, and if you watch The Simpsons, if you watch, Married with Children, they even make fun of that. Yeah. And so
The Simpsons and Family Guy. Family Guy, I haven't even watched in 5 years, and it's still going strong.
Yeah, I mean, The Simpsons too. And The Simpsons, I mean, is going to be the longest running.
29?
Yeah, started in 1989 with Santa's Little Helper. Yeah. And then, even before that, 1987 on the Tracy Ullman Show.
With HBO, yeah. Let's see here, what else? Last thing, Alfred Pennyworth is getting his own TV show on Epix.
Is this before?
1960s Alfred.
Oh, when he was a spy.
MI6.
Yeah, okay.
So it'll be MI6 Alfred Pennyworth.
I would love to see that.
I do. Kinda.
I wouldn't mind. I mean,
screw it. I watched Gotham, so yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that Alfred, is a tougher Alfred.
Yes. But it will not be. It'll be a younger Alfred, so it won't be the one from Gotham. It'll be younger, obviously.
Yeah, but obviously. I mean, the thing is, Alfred was a spy. I mean, he's very useful. So something told me that he was probably like a medic or something like that. Or I
think one of the backstories had him as an MI6, but he was a medic as well. I think he fought in Vietnam, what was World War II, and then Vietnam, and then and he's been a guard for different people, and then he saved Thomas Wayne. So
made him a butler, gave him a lifelong job.
There we go. So that's it for this episode. We're holding we're holding back for Compalooza. So as always, I'm your co-host Bobby Behar. With me is
Jason Elliott.
Happy 21st birthday to us. Yay! See you at Compalooza, and see you in the Funny Papers.
Later. Come and visit us. Right.
Cool. I feel like Adam Schefter right now, just using my phone.